Hey kids, Peter from Panda. A lot of people have asked me, what do I carry every day? So for EDC, I thought I'd show you my little EDC package here. And one of the keys of everyday carry is that you really need to kind of distill what you need on a daily basis down. There's really no way to predict what you're going to need, so you need to really be diligent about carrying it every day because you just don't know what emergency might come up, or you end up being in a financial pinch or whatever. So I wanted to show you my EDC because it's maybe a little bit bigger than what a lot of people carry, but I think I have a ton of stuff crammed in here, and it's really easy. So I have this little like Cordura nylon package. It has a zipper, it has some pockets, and I have every pocket here lined with stuff. But the cool thing about it is it's actually, it's not too big. I can actually slip it into a pocket. I can put it into my backpack. I can put it into a glove box, all those things. So I can really have it with me most of the time. Now, you might be able to reduce your EDC stuff down even smaller to a wallet or a billfold size, but I just encourage you to pick what you need on a daily basis, kind of get rid of all of the fluff and just carry. So let me just show you as we kind of take a tour through my little EDC wallet here, is that it has a bunch of pockets. Some are going to be visible because they're mesh right up front, and some are behind things, so they're not visible, and some of them are zippered, which is kind of nice for extra security. So one of the things I keep in here is a little extra money. You never know when you're going to need a little spare cash. So that's kind of one of the nice things here. In one of these other pockets here, I keep a little survival whistle, and it has the whistle on this end, a little temperature gauge here, and compass over there. So the cool thing about this is that there's a little mirror, etc., is that it's light, it's small, it's easy to carry, it's got a lanyard, those types of things. The other thing that I carry in one of these pockets here is a couple of two-way radios. So these are important. I've got batteries in them. There's a lot of times when an emergency happens, cell towers go down, and you need to be able to communicate with someone. But it's going to be really difficult if the cell towers are down. I think one of the things we do is we take advantage, or we make assumptions about some of those things and take them for granted. So the other thing I have is a crank charging flashlight. So it has a battery in it. You can charge it up by cranking it. I can't tell if it's on right now or not, but it's pretty dead. But the cool thing about that is you don't need power. Certainly light at without having light, it can be a problem. I also carry a small flashlight in here. This one's perfectly vivid. I really like this. The focus ring is internal, and it's a Cree LED, really bright, something that fits nicely in there, and it's nice and small and compact. The other thing I carry here is a saw. So this is kind of it's like a giant Swiss Army knife. Let me tell you how I can get this open. The release is there. You never know when you're going to need to build a shelter or something like that. So I can keep one saw in my EDC. Another thing here is a magnesium fire starter. I could probably actually reduce this by taking it out of here. Those are always important for being able to survive and have fire. Some of the things that now we're kind of getting to some of the less obvious things. A pair of binoculars, always important for being able to look out and see threats. And then you probably do want to carry some sort of blade. It's always important to be able to cut things. So I do have, this one that I carry in there, and it's a Bowie knife, just kind of something that you can quickly strap on your hip, and it's good for picking food out of your teeth, or whittling a stick and creating some tin shavings, or some tinder shavings, I should say. Whether you have a firearm or not, you probably need some ammo. So I've got some 22 LR in there, a bunch of 223, and even if you don't have these rounds, you've got to have you know, it's something to trade if you really needed to. So there's 45 ACP and 9mm, which is good. And then the last thing I keep in here is obviously, you know, for personal protection, but you know, it's really wedged in there. The problem is without a lot of space, and I've got an AR 5.56 .223 that I keep in there as well. So that's my EDC right there. You know, just kind of covers a range of issues and things like that. And even now that I'm looking at the contents, I can tell you that I'll probably throw some chapstick in there too. You never know when you're going to need that too. So you put together your own EDC kit, whatever it may be, or mimic mine. God bless you. Peter Von Panda, out.